Alright, so the kids wanted me to show you Family World. So I thought we'd start here at the very, very beginning. This building here was the only thing in Family World. We saw this huge mountain and decided that was where we would build our... Wow, it's windy today, sorry about that. So we started with this one building, and it was the biggest thing we'd ever built. And inside we put some flower pots because we're funny. Then we came out here and we started building the stairway. Which is perfect for us now because we can get up here to look around. So now Family World has a whole bunch of stuff. It's kind of eclectic, but you can see some of the buildings have labels, and there's definitely some odd stuff going on. This is Miles' workshop. It's got like an infinity lava waterfall thing in it, which is pretty cool. And there's just all kinds of random stuff, like here's an art gallery. Very nice. Souvenir shop, it looks like. Let's see, there's an upside down house. This is a funny one. The upside down house. There's a ride to the sun. You gotta put wings on and you can fly real far. This is the very first skyscraper we ever made. It's got a whole bunch of floors, and each floor has different stuff going on. Each floor is different. Some of them are owned, some of them aren't. Let's see, this one is for sale. Here's Miles' Golem workshop. So if you go in here, there's like a whole Golem thing.
Wait, Miles, I don't want.
Let's see, then there's another skyscraper here. Oh, this is cool. This is Journey and Daddy's Maze.
Should I go over there? Go over there.
So you go into the maze and you can quickly get lost, but I want to take you to the large underground room. You can get to it from the maze, so I've wandered around enough that I know a little bit about where things are. Or apparently not. I thought I could get into the underground room from there. Okay. Anyways, the maze is pretty big. He's probably spent an hour in the maze just wandering around. So over here we have the mini pyramid and then the full-size pyramid. And you can see it's a pretty big pyramid. Right? Journey helped make this. This was one of the first creations that I made using minecarts for mechanisms. It's the water fountain. This is this tower thing is Miles' odd creation. It's hard to see in the dark, but this is Journey's Rainbow City. It shows up pretty well at night. Very colorful. Very in-depth. Want to tell us anything about it, Journey?
There's also that cool little house with the different colored stairs. See?
Oh, yeah.
And on top of that roof, there are chickens.
Chicken house.
Mm-hmm.
So, we made another skyscraper here, and this one's kind of plain Jane skyscraper. Then we decided that we should have a whole nother section. Good, go back on. So I built this big bridge over to Red Plaza, and everybody has a house. There's Daddy's house, There's Mommy's house. Let's see, is this one yours, Journey?
Yep.
Journey's house, and that's Miles' house. Or no, is that Trip's house?
That's mine.
That's also yours? That one must be Miles.
And me.
Then decided to have a whole nother section that would be the city. So if you come over to this section, it's all the city. So you can see there's some tall buildings, there's a colorful skyscraper, a red one. This is Monsters Inc., which is probably the biggest building that we have. So Monsters Inc. has every different floors, different monsters. And you can see, including water monsters, it's big and it has a huge nether portal top on it. It's not the tallest building though. Way off in the distance there you can see Journey's tallest building. It's way huge. Anyway, the city is pretty new. We haven't built on it too much, but you can see there's still some cool skyscrapers and buildings going on. Even some way far away. I think that's Miles' one, right?
Yep.
So, the city got so big, we decided we needed some way to get around. So we have rail stations set up, so this goes to the rail plaza.
And sometimes animals ride in the
Yes,
too.
sometimes more monsters.
Yeah. One of my favorite hobbies is riding a rail system with a bow and then shooting any monsters I see. In that way, it also helps rid the city of the monsters, which can cause destruction in some areas.
So we started having the rail service because it was just too long to go from place to place. So this goes to the train station.
With a stop at Red Plaza.
We're just at Red Plaza. There's Journey's tall building, which is truly epic. So there's our Capitol. We built the Capitol because this is Capitol.
That's
Plaza.
my joke shop. This is my magic shop.
What's your joke shop, Jordan?
And that's the homeless shelter.
We built the homeless shelter. So you want to go down. The train station has a lower section. I'm going to go over to this Capitol because we like to visit capitals. So of course we had to have our Capitol building. And the kids were very adamant. It had to have the House of Representatives on one side and the Senate on another. So it's a functioning Capitol building, I guess. Let's see. What else we got that's pretty cool? Oh yeah, there's the Supreme Court right here with the cool stained glass roof.
Go on in, show them around, Dad.
You know, and it's got the seats for the justices, and you gotta stay behind the railing.
The back of, I originally built the small building, but the back was somehow destroyed, so we repurposed it.
Yeah. So you can see we're up on a plaza, so there's stuff going on down below too. This city we just kept adding to and adding to, so it's a little eclectic. So there's like a lower section. You can see I got like a castle over there, and there's some different stuff going on. But this upper area is the area that we spend more
A
time.
broken down building. Nobody's
This
allowed
is-
to go into.
Journey's hotel, which is epic.
Yep.
Oh, this is a funny one. We had an incident here. So, this particular spot, I'm not sure why there's glass missing, but this particular spot, there was a lava house. This is Trip's lava house, and somehow it broke out and then started the library on fire because the library is next door. So,
Because my building was next door, which had ender crystal roofs, and somehow Journey landed on one and it blew up,
yeah.
and then all the glass in the place was destroyed and lava leaked.
So we put
everywhere.
this water barrier up so that if it happens again, there'll at least be a water river to kind of block.
And we'll just have to clean up the cobblestone and obsidian.
Okay, I will. What was going to show first this cool lighthouse. I don't know why, but I really like this lighthouse. It's cool. You can get up to the top and then you can get a good view from the surrounding areas. So you can see the bridge that goes over to another section, which is Fairy Tale Land. Which you can see the rainbow off in the distance. Alright, where's this map kiosk journey?
This is the Star Destroyer is above.
Oh yeah, so Journey's built these mass kiosks all over the place, and it has where the stuff is. So
this is the Star Destroyer,
which is built way up in the sky, which is a little tricky to do a construction like that, but you can see it. It's a Star Destroyer because we're Star Wars fans, so I have a Star Destroyer. Miles built a TIE fighter coming out of it and everything. So this way goes to Fairy Tale Land, which is pretty cool. It's got this huge tree. There's a here. I guess I can just go over there to Fairy Tale Land. There's these like tall light posts because we lost the city once, and it was very difficult to find it again because you don't start off in the capital city. So.
But we managed to. With use of another portal, of course.
Since it's Fairy Tale Land, there's a yellow brick road you can follow to walk in.
Those are the 3 little pig houses
Yeah, so
with a wolf on top of the brick roof.
Straw,
Oh yeah.
brick, wood. Yeah.
Let's see. This
This
is
is
a
the-
gingerbread house.
And that's Rapunzel's tower. And that's the shoe.
Oh yeah, this is Mom's shoe she made. Old lady made
And that's
the shoe.
Beanstalk.
Oh yeah, beanstalk is really big. So this became Fairy Tale Land because I wanted to make this big tree. So I made this tree that's just huge and epic, and then Journey put houses because I thought, oh, it's kind of like the Ewok
We're still working
tree.
on it.
So
Oh, the spaceship! UFO!
USA.
Rocket!
Yeah, the rocket.
This big rocket over there. This leads to my favorite area though, which is Castle on the Hill.
And if you look down, you can see the mushroom house.
Oh yeah, down in the swamp, there's buildings going on there too.
Yeah. Some of them are failed redstone experiments that have been condemned due to the fact that some used TNT and that did not look good. But others are nice little houses. Or other things.
So there's Castle on the Hill. You gotta take this long tram system. So you can already see it. It's a pretty big area. Oh, this leads somewhere else. This leads, oh.
Oh, that was my nether portal. Nether experiment. I had to use a minecart system to get away from it.
So here's Castle on the Hill. You can see it's very difficult to get into. You can't just jump in. And the door you can't open on this side, so if you're in survival mode, you cannot get in there unless somebody comes over here and actually lets you in.
Also, the walls are thick, hard to mine through, and diagonal, so you have
These
to
are my
mine
barracks.
more to get in.
There's the barracks.
This is red barracks.
Very impressive. There's a Journey puts a lot of beds in these barracks. We're in a lot of soldiers
These
here.
No, wait. There is the white barracks.
So all over the place there's these little like kill switches like this. If you shut it, it shuts the door, and then they all do different stuff. They flood with lava or see it's like a battle to try and you're gonna fight your way to get up in here. Since it's Minecraft, we don't really do that, but you know, just for fun.
And then there's archer towers with areas of overlapping fire, and all sorts of nifty little
You know, all kinds of battle things.
tried to get Dad to build some plane and arrow launchers, but he hasn't gone for that yet.
Yeah, I do know there's one way over here that's like an arrow launcher place.
That's my tower with the dungeon underneath.
Yeah, of course, during the end of a dungeon, I'll show you. It's pretty fun.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
The dungeon, a really nice place to go. And then it goes off. It's a dungeon. It's not really actually that nice. You want to get sent to the dungeon for sure.
Yeah. We do not want to.
So this huge hill, the whole thing is completely, I mean, if I back up here, you can see the whole thing. See the just towers and walls.
Over there is my special section that I built.
This is
That's
like
the
a
magician's
canyon
tower.
here where he's got stuff going on. Oh yeah, this is the magician's tower. I'm a fan of Raymond Feist and his Magician Saga, so that's the elevator down. You can't cheat to go up the Magician Tower. You can take the test to become a magician by going into the tower, and it's really difficult. There's a section where you're in the dark, and then you gotta do all this.
Crazy jumps, and
Yeah,
I tried it on survival mode,
mode.
and I never made it.
It's a lot of jumping. I've gotten this far, but then it just keeps getting harder because then you gotta go around the outside. And I've gotten through all this, but then it gets to the point where you have to be able to do some like really difficult jumping. And this part you fall and you can still do it okay, but then you get to this section where if you fall, you don't make it, and you fall all the way back down, so
Die.
very, very difficult.
You could live by landing in the water, but it's gonna be hard.
So, you can see there's lots of stuff going on in this castle area. There's lots like towers and
Just all this little
so
cool
why not
stuff.
just a lava tower, and then there's a little gatehouse to get down to this land over here, which will eventually be developed.
Hey, there's the village!
But we haven't developed this area yet, so it's just got the little entrance.
We did develop the village a little bit, but it's still a work in progress. Oh, show 'em my pet shop! This is with a Wi-Fi antenna on the roof.
So here's this
it's
pet
a
shop.
Parrot shop, really?
It's a lot of parrots.
Yes.
Yeah, parrots were the easiest creature, and they came new in the up in the Bountiful, I think. No, not Bountiful. The update after Bountiful, the big one.
There's a rail station to get to the back end because it took too long to walk all the way. But there's a arrow launching entrance that poisons you if you go in. And then when you're walking, you get shot on both sides. So I'm just trying to make the castle difficult to get into. So I like it because it's all castle stuff, but they're all different. So if you wander around, you see all these different. This one has like almost like a Japanese feel. And this one's like a kind of upside down looking thing. So this one's got some wood feel. So
We've even kind of developed the Nether. Not enough to really brag about, but I added like a monster viewing post. And
There's also farms down there, because of course people in the castle have to eat.
yeah, and it's all still being worked on. So it's not like anything is all the way done. We're in this area.
yeah,
So that's our city. Do we miss anything we wanted to show?
at the spawn point we've got a Japanese garden, but that's a bit far, don't you think?
Yeah, we'd have to like.
Use the Nether!
Go down there and show them there.
What?
The mushroom houses, see?
There's like walkways in between them, which is cool.
And there's
can actually walk on
them. Place. They're lily pads. There's some parrots.
Kids like the parrots, so there's lots of little parrots. Oh, I can show them another portal over here.
And my magic shop.
So now, if you go to the train station, you can go. This is one of the routes to get to the Nether. You go through this dark cave. Ooh, spooky. And you come out and you go into the skull's mouth. And it's the Nether.
There is an arrow, and if you go in there, I've developed it mostly using natural nether materials. There's a little monster lookout viewing post.
How many monsters
Other monsters can
upstairs?
shoot fireballs. There's an arrow. There's
And the
another
monster
little
one.
monster viewing post.
You can,
And then there's just a deep, dark tunnel down. And then there's a gas shelter, just in case some gas launches a fireball. And then that's about it for the Nether. Haven't
No.
really spent much time
there's
on
not
it.
much going on.
Unless you count a different area. If you go around the Nether portals, past both, then there's a drop. The other one has a ladder. This one doesn't.
This one is just
It's just another walkway. You get all the way across the walkway, the island,
and there's a little house.
a little house, and it's got a little thing up top. Down below, it's a bookshop, but I haven't really stocked it yet.
And I'm planning on making pathways all across the lava to see if
Yeah, it's
Yes.
still a work in progress down here. We haven't spent as much time.
Nearly, not nearly as much.
Well, it's a really deep tunnel.
yes, it is.
Yeah. I did a little sandstone stairways for the arrows because I just think that's kind of cool. And then
It's kind of fun. You come out of the Nether and you're way over here. You can see monsters ink off in the distance.
The glass house.
Yeah.
There's some really old stuff when we first started building. There's like some, if you follow that other rail, it takes you to the, I made a glass house. But that was when we first started playing. We didn't know anything about building. And they
So
all
I made an
spread
ice
everywhere.
house that melted.
Yeah, we made all kinds of silly ones that some of them worked, some of them didn't, but that's how we kind of learned. It helped us later to be able to build some of this cool stuff. Where's the magic shop at?
Right there. This is the magic shop with some witches out front.
Didn't you used to have bats in here, but they escaped?
Yes, they did.
Enchanted
All
books,
kinds
of items
wands,
you can get.
prismarine shards,
You can also brew potions, but they all cost something.
enchantment, all sorts of sorts.
Some of them cost houses, some of them cost other things. From the homeless. This is the fanciest homeless shelter ever.
Yeah, so if you're homeless and you come to our town, they got you covered. They got this really nice.
Oh,
area
careful
with
of the
food
garden.
and stuff, and garden inside.
Yeah.
We've got all sorts of quirky and cool things.
There's my mushroom house and the house of
That's
Lots
the
of different
house of
blocks.
everything. We had to modify the roller coaster structure because
Oh,
it's
yeah,
up
it
there.
kept-
lighting on
Kept
fire.
catching
Because it
on
kept
fire.
catching on fire from the nether rack.
Yeah, originally this was a roller coaster before we had the train station or anything, and then later we
We modified it and
started having the trains because it was so far to get anywhere. So,
castle's
my
still
garden
under
over there.
construction. And
Oh,
castle on the.
well, yeah, no, I built this one.
Oh
It's
yeah,
not-
you
it's-
finished it. I forgot.
I switched to Castle on the Hill because it was more impressive. So you can go back in here, and there's a. Of course, it's got its own dungeon too.
Except it's not underground.
No,
And here's my farm.
Journey's got a nice farm down
And a
here.
garden.
All kinds of garden stuff.
And
She's
polar
got a
bears.
polar bear exhibit.
Isn't there a monster zoo?
There is somewhere. There is a monster zoo. I think
Yes,
that's
oh,
it.
definitely. Yes.
Yes, there's a monster
That's
zoo.
the
down
monster
here.
zoo.
Very deep down.
Well, I've never actually been to some of these buildings because
I know it's so big. You don't actually
Yeah.
have to see them all.
Magma cubes.
So,
It's
Elder Guardian. Ooh,
she's got a
those
nice.
are evokers, aren't they?
So
Yeah.
she got a nice Monster Zoo down here, and this is before we had Monsters Inc. Because Monsters Inc. is similar, but that's like their place they work. So, and
yeah.
if you go into the train station,
There's a map kiosk.
and it shows where the capital's at. So you kind of see where the different things
Also,
are.
it's got green arrows on it that shows you where you are. And there's
And
all
if you come over here, there's actually, you can see
And
there's
There's my
tracks
furniture
going all
shop
over.
down
So
there.
you can go to the maze. Let's see, this takes you to the maze, the
Boat.
castle boat,
Boat
rental, and
rental.
tall house. This is the underground huge room.
This is to the Great Pyramid,
First skyscraper.
Upper City, and to the city.
So let's go to the big room.
That's my furniture shop. That wood building.
Oh, this is funny. Takes you underground.
Of course, it is an underground big room.
Yes, this is. This is just a huge, giant room.
And those are stairs up to the maze.
And why do we need this huge, giant room? There's not really a purpose, is there?
We just
No,
built
it's
it.
just a room.
And this way goes up to the plaza. This way
This-
goes to the maze, you said?
Yes, this way goes to the maze.
Oh yeah, it takes you right into the maze.
The underground section of the maze. Lots of dead ends.
It's full of dead ends, weird passages.
Yeah, this maze is very tricky.
Yeah. I only made it once.
I've only made it through once, too.
I've never made it through.
No?
I don't think.
Because there's all these, like, funny things. Like, see this? You can, if you get up there, you can hop down, but you can't go back.
This is the underground section.
There's even an underwater
Oh
section.
yeah, this is the underwater section. Yeah.
Really?
Go underwater.
Still going down. There's all sorts of little areas where you can go up to get air. And some areas you need death.
No.
What?
It's for kids.
All sorts of different spots.
Alright, so.
Now, how do you get out of the
Now I'm
maze?
stuck in the maze.
Just try and get out, at least to the roof, if there even is one.
This maze is one of those things that doesn't look very big when you're outside looking around, but then you come down and
And
it's
you
like
can get lost
so
in it.
big. Obviously, there's like villagers lost in it.
Yes.
Just hopelessly lost. Occasionally you'll be hearing, We didn't spawn many of these villagers in the maze. They just kind of wandered in after we spawned them at different locations, including Villagers Inc. Across from Monsters Inc.
Oh, that's like a window you can get out. Help. Lost in a maze.
Does this remind you of the real maze you've been in?
Yeah. The Great Vermont Corn Maze. StateByState.net.
Well,
Except that one didn't have roof. It was corn, not.
Oh goody. Here we go. So
Oh.
get
Okay.
somewhere.
Yeah.
there's an exit right there.
There's the boat rentals down there.
This is from Super Tall House, which is
It has a funny story behind all the brick.
crazy. Oh yeah, it caught on fire.
Somehow it like caught on fire or blew up or we didn't see it. But when Journey got there, there was nothing where the bricks
There's
were.
also an underground section.
What's with all the
That's just
golems
a
in the
boat
boat rental? I know it's funny though. There's all these golems in there.
Maybe they want to rent a boat.
Wow, look at that plaza.
Well, they'll have to pay first. That's why they're stuck in the minecart, because they haven't paid yet. Yeah, that's my furniture store.
Oh yeah, it's in the underground section. Well, I wanted to show them the upper section of the train station. I think there's more up here, isn't there?
Yes, much more beautiful.
This is my house that I built of emerald, diamond,
And lapis lazuli.
and redstone.
Oh, and you forgot those water blocks, the sea lamps or whatever they're called.
Yes, sea lamps.
Fairy Tale Land. I like the ones to Fairy Tale Land because they're always some funny thing. Like this one goes way up and then you jump.
Oops. Then you fall back down.
Apparently, you can do it.
There's my
There's the
huge
grocery
nether
store.
window. And the grocery store.
No, that's the library.
Whoops, some of these buildings look similar. Others,
Yeah, and a lot of them, if you go in, they got all kinds of stuff. But I'm gonna go over to the first skyscraper.
That's the
This
first.
one has a lot of character. It's got a lot of stuff going on. So you walk in the lobby and they got a attendant working in it. So let's see. Journey's house is floor 6,
Floor 7 is
and then there's the forest and the sky, which is where I want to go. We'll go there and then we'll go to Journey's house. That's the floors for sale. There's Miles.
golems.
This one's for sale as well. See, the cool thing about this one is that each floor, everything's different.
Under construction. It's actually where most of our villagers come from, aside from Villagers Inc.
this.
This is yours, isn't it, Jeremy?
That's Trips.
Oh, this is Trip's floor.
Can I see it? No, it's with the balcony.
Yeah, he's got another floor up here, which is
Can you show the bed?
he's got a good view because he can see
Stair
Redstone
house?
Plaza.
Can you show them this stair house?
Which stair house?
He builds all sorts of quirky houses and stuff.
I don't know where it's at.
I will right now though.
Oh, this one's crazy because the entrance you gotta go around the outside. And then you get this nice house.
Yeah, although it's kind of open.
I love the view from this one though, because you get to
It's
see
got
the
a
Capitol,
maze,
you can see the
magic
maze, you see
shop.
Journey's super tall house that just goes to the height.
Pyramid. Now I have to go down to see this.
It's really open, so it's bad on a cold day. But hey, how many cold days are there in Minecraft?
So this is the public garden. So this floor has all kinds of garden stuff going on.
Sometimes it's in the clouds.
Yeah, that's the neat part is that right now there's no clouds, but sometimes the clouds come through here and it's all in the clouds.
Which is pretty cool.
It's
Gotta
the
go down.
Journey's place.
This is floor 9, which is all acacia wood.
Also for sale. I thought yours was.
This
No,
is
this is Trips.
Tripp's place. That's his pantry, made
Yeah,
of
Trips,
slime.
see, look at Trips' place. This place is good. He's got pictures. He's got all kinds of stuff
This is
going
his
on. That's his
pantry.
pantry. He's
Made of
got
slime.
a nice couch.
I thought that was like. That's your. You have 2 pantries.
I don't know. I like your place though, Trip. I like how it's all decorated.
down to see it, you know.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna go to the top. I'll go off the roof. See, there's still floors for sale, so each one has like different stuff going on. Now this one has private master bedroom.
That's the very top. This
This is mom and dad's.
is
This
mom's.
is mom's place.
The
Got a
garden.
nice garden out here.
It's ready for harvest.
It's all purple because mom likes purple.
And this is
And
Dad's
this is mine.
kung fu picture.
Good picture. I got my simple little room with
You
some
go
books.
outside. Jump.
I can. I get access to the top, so it's cool because I get to see all the city. You can see the giant tree, the Star Destroyer.
Oh look, that's my mansion down there.
Oh yeah.
Hey, show them around the mansions and the.
But first,
The two cool buildings that I built.
to see
Three.
my stair.
Don't forget the RV. That's just the TIE Fighter.
Yeah, there's a TIE Fighter.
There's
Alright,
an
where's your
RV.
stair house, Trip? I'll show them the stair house.
It's in front of the house. In front of the building. So go
By the
down.
souvenir stand. There it is.
There it is.
This is your house?
Yes. It's made out of
Trip's
stairs.
stair house made
It's
out of stairs.
It's got plenty of ventilation.
Huh. This is the
And
start
then
of the
there's the
statue.
street lamps.
There.
Yep. Here's the start of the Statue of Liberty.
Liberty.
It's the base of it. It's only partway done.
And then over there's my mansion. There's my house with a
Just so you know, they can't see the point.
RV.
It's pointing at this screen, at the screen.
And
Yes,
that's
this RV is funny because I traded them for the floors in the skyscraper. I had traded them houses, and Miles had given me this cabin. I think it's over here, right?
yep, that's it, Dad.
So here's this cabin. This was my cabin. So I thought that was my house
Over here, but I'd made
over here, but he had made another one, and it looks similar. So I built this travel trailer over here. Oh yeah, here's my travel trailer. It's got the pop out and everything, just like ours. And then turns out that I built it by the wrong house, so you can't move
There's a
it.
red sheep over there.
You can't move it in Minecraft like you can in real life.
And over
so it's
there.
just stuck.
is my mansion. So, I just built myself a nice mansion, I decided. The spider webs are the elevator. You can also use them to go up. It's very slow though. The ladders are faster. I usually use them unless I'm going for an important meeting in my front dining room. And then I've just got a whole bunch of little areas. My bedroom. Actually, that's the guest room. My bedroom is elsewhere. There's the dining room.
Oh yeah, well the spider webs are really slow.
But they can
It's faster to use the ladder. But if I'm going for a meeting down here, then I like to appear, yes, dramatically. Oh, there's this feet. Oh, there's this chest. Oh, there's this head.
So that is Family World right now. I'm sure it'll be different next time because we continually add to it, and we didn't go to every
That's my
building.
gazebo over there.
There's a cool gazebo.
Down there, you may be wondering why there are zombie pigmen and iron bars. Oh, that's a little monster farm I designed. Up in the air, there's a spawner, and when they spawn, they fall, and we get their drops in the in the hoppers below. You don't get the experience though. I thought it a good way to harvest some gold swords and stuff. There's the sky.
This is the glass house. This is the second one because the first one was way over there somewhere.
Yes, I built it, and you can't get in it.
It was traded to Dad for a room in the skyscraper. Over here, there's like a beacon thing.
Yeah, this is just like a house that goes way far, but
And then there's
you can see from really far.
another little house.
Fancy house.
And then, at the end, the way down is a water slide. Or you can just jump.
I was gonna say then there's this green sky house. Trip built this for me, which is pretty good for a 5-year-old. He built this whole thing all by himself.
It
It's got
even
nice
has a
room.
clock.
So it's just funny because this whole structure right here was built just to try and, like I said, when somebody lost the city and couldn't find it, we tried to make measures to make it farther. You could see it farther. So there's
Flame and torches and lights.
That's my house.
it's built off in the middle of nowhere.
Yes, you can only get to it
From the bottom.
or by building a staircase.
Interesting.
It's got a bunk bed.
Yes, a bunk bed. I like bunk beds.
You see how the entire time we've been talking to each other like, hey, I didn't know you built that. Because we're not not even sure who's built.
That's
Really.
the
Yeah,
grocery
that's-
store.
Part of the reason why it's a little eclectic, like,
This is my
Yeah.
rainbow house.
Journey, I'll just build this rainbow house right next to this, which is a souvenir stand.
Somebody broke down the door and knocked out a piece of the floor and stole all my stuff. Darn it.
I don't know, vandals. Well, monster. There's supposed to be golems patrolling everywhere, but somebody hasn't been producing as many of them.
Oh yeah, I need to get back on that. I've been producing more buildings and shops and stuff, and I have golems.
Alright, Journey, you want me to go to the furniture store? What is this?
That's my factory.
That's a factory.
I mean a warehouse,
Oh, that's a warehouse.
not a factory. My factory is over by Castle
That's my
on the
furniture
hill.
store.
It's hidden, surrounded
It's got
by
a couch on top.
fence and barbed wire and stuff.
What's inside this furniture? Oh, look,
Furniture.
there's furniture you can buy.
Yeah. And they got price tags too on the side, see?
103.
$103 for emeralds.
This is that was supposed to be my house because attached to the furniture store, but I never built it out.
You never furnished it.
Yeah.
That's not how it goes. The shoemaker has no shoes.
Yeah.
So that is our city, our world. Hope you enjoyed the tour. We can go everywhere. I mean, there's, as you can see, there's this rocket over here.
There's lava all over the mushrooms, which we built at first. Cause
Yeah, there's all sorts of stuff.
Yeah, we didn't go in every house either.
We missed the
'cause,
shooting range.
you know, all these houses have different stuff going on. Like this one has a cool garden on the roof.
that one has parrots in it.
This is Mommy's house. Her house could be the most impressive of all the houses.
Show inside. See, those are hot parrots doing dance. Looks like they're dancing.
Creeper, you're not supposed to be standing on the tables.
Parrots. That's Mommy's house. I
The library. Yeah, the kids help with it too.
look. They're doing a
They're
dance.
still
See?
trying to get here.
Oh, when the parrots came out, the kids were very happy about these parrots.
Parrots are really cool. Balcony.
Mom builds good houses. I just wish she'd build more of them.
Yeah.
She got upset early on in Minecraft when she lost 2 enchanted helmets that she'd obtained from skeletons in a glitch. Doesn't play it often. We do everything we can to get her to, but it's not often.
So, that's a nice long tour, I know. We didn't, like I said, go into everywhere.
Newspapers, that's Monsters Inc. This is the Villager.
Villagers Inc. This is where the villagers live.
Oh, there goes the blacksmith. They're always leaving the door open, though.
Yeah, they're not very responsible at shutting the door.
I think Monsters Inc. could be my favorite.
It's really
Yeah.
cool. This is the lobby where all monsters can go, and villagers come in here.
Occasionally. They don't last
And you
long.
go to a
Sure
section
don't.
and it's skeletons, and then
There's skeletons.
No, wait.
There's
He
bats.
left the door open.
a ton of skeletons.
And bats. This is witches, and there's slime raining from the roof, which kind of fits because witches. That's why there's
Slimes and
slimes.
magma cubes.
Doesn't
You
matter
go
if
in and there's slimes and magma cubes.
and slime blocks, which look cool.
Let's see, where's the water one?
This one
Oh no, this was the
is the
spiders.
spiders.
And occasionally the
This is
a magma cube will shoot up out of the floor.
So this is the underwater monsters. This one was the hardest to build. We built this later.
and a tail sometimes sticks out of there.
And you can go in and then there's
Oh,
the
okay.
underwater monsters, which is crazy because it's, you know, I don't know, 7 floors up on a...
That's
an
not.
evoker.
How did you get in there?
I
He
think
left the
that,
door open.
but
It's hard to get out of. Seems to me though. Gotta jump at just the right moment.
This,
So it's still under construction. Now you can see there's a section.
I think
Still
we should
being
put
built.
flying monsters at the top.
Probably will.
Because it's very few monsters that fly.
X's
but-
fly, but they can go through walls. So we're gonna get X's.
Alright, well, thanks for joining us on our tour of Family World. And,
Hope
kids
you
want to add
had
anything?
Well, I hope you have a nice time and visit us next time for more from our Minecraft Family World.
Alright.
Hope you liked the tour.